Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mondays with Moss, a video post series having to do with you deserve to live an extraordinary life, a life of happiness, success, and accomplishment. We all want that, but most of us don't really feel happy and accomplished. So I want to talk to you today about being your authentic voice, speaking from who you really are, from your beliefs and values, and what makes that so difficult. So the other day I was watching a movie called The Legend of Bagger Vance, a movie about a golfer who after the First World War is traumatized by the war and he loses his humanity. He just becomes defensive, becomes kind of a drunk. But it's a movie about redemption. There's a particular scene when he hits a ball into the woods, when he's playing these two world-class, the best of class golfers. Now, Jonah, who's played by Matt Damon, is an amateur. But he hits the ball into the woods. Looks like he's going to tie or maybe even win. But when he sees where the ball is laying, which is in a terrible, terrible lie on the dirt, and he really cannot hit it. The shot is just so difficult. Lots of woods and trees and branches in front of him. And his hand begins to shake. And you get a flashback like he's back in the First World War being re-traumatized. The caddy approaches him and he says to Jonah, the golfer, who looks like he's going to move the ball, says, "I think you might need a different club." And Jonah, without pulling his head up, is shaking and sweating. And he's saying, "I can't do it. I can't do it." And the golfer says, "Yes, you can. Yes, you can." And Jonah says, "No, you don't understand." And the golfer says, "All of us have a burden to carry. And all you have to do is remember a time before experience, to your true self, to your essential self." That's what he's basically saying. Reach deep and just feel inside your authentic swing. All of us have an authentic swing. Matt takes a deep breath, swings the club, and hits a ball out of the woods. And the rest of the story is a great, love story, romance, hero story. He redeems himself, he recovers, and he gets his confidence and identity back. Well, I think to have an authentic swing, which really means have an authentic voice. So how do we live in the world where it's hard to have an authentic voice, to speak truth based upon your beliefs and your values and what's important to you? First of all, it's hard because all of us are hardwired for safety and connection. We don't want disapproval, rejection, abandonment. These are very painful experiences. They run deep. They hurt us at the emotional level. So many of us develop what we call defensive patterns, presentation patterns to kind of survive in the world, to look good. Maybe being a perfectionist, maybe making a lot of money, maybe never showing your feelings. The problem is you're not real. You're kind of being a shadow of your real self. So like Jonah, for many years, at least I think 10 years after the war, he's a shadow of himself. So to live in the world, to put everything on the table can be hard, can be really scary. What I've actually found as a success coach and therapist is when you're willing to accept yourself and put everything on the table, things turn out fine. They aren't such a problem because you're accepting yourself. So here are 4 things you can do to speak your authentic voice. Number 1, think about what are your core values and beliefs? What's important to you? Figure out who you really are as a person, what you like, your goals, what you don't like, what you stand for. At least know that. Number 2, stay consistent and speak your truth and stay with your truth. Whenever you're in a situation where you equivocate or feel ambivalent and you think maybe you're going to lie, cheat, not tell the truth, come back to who you are in terms of your core beliefs and values and ask yourself, if I were really living my life for my authentic voice, who I really am, my beliefs, my values, and what's important, how would I be behaving here? That's a way of keeping your compass, your GPS, helping you to stay focused on your true north and living your extraordinary life as a navigator. 3, follow through on your promises. If you say you're going to make a phone call, show up for an appointment, pay a bill, do it. If not, though, call up and don't make any excuses. Just say, "Hey, look, I apologize. I said I was going to call you at 4. I didn't do it. My apologies. I'd like to reconnect. Can we talk? Can we set another date?" Just be authentic and be real. And lastly, be willing to share the negatives. When we're vulnerable and we're not hiding behind our defensive presentations and our inauthentic self, people start to feel more trusting towards us because they see that we're just humans. we can let our guard down and be real. So those are the 4 keys for living and being authentic. So like Jonah, I hope you develop and have your authentic swing, and swing well and live an extraordinary life because you deserve it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.